Yeah, I've been doing this for over 20 years. I had a previous business, and I had that business for 20 years. And so with my new business, the challenges are very different. But my concept for Studio Marchant is very different than my previous business. I spent a long time looking at product, trying to find something really very unique that is actually fits in a certain price point. So there's something in every different price point to get an authentic look, something beautiful, unique, interesting, but within the budget that the client feels comfortable with. And talk to people and figure out where you feel like your talents fit.
Hello everyone, welcome to Creative Blueprints. Today I'm here in this amazing place. The first time that I visit this, it's like a store place. I don't know how to call it.
It's like a showroom.
Okay, like a showroom. Yeah, today I'm here with an amazing brand and an amazing woman that is Laurie Marchant with Studio Marchant. Thank you so much, Laurie, for being part of Creative Blueprints today. For sure, I would love to know more about all the story behind your studio and how you started to work on these amazing products that you are offering. So welcome to Creative Blueprints.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm just looking forward to talking to you.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you can, I would love that we can start this conversation just like if you can tell us a little bit more about yourself, if you are here from Austin, how you decided to start working in this showroom, in your products, how everything makes sense with your life. That would be great to know more about you.
Well, I'm from Austin. I was born in Austin. My parents are both from Austin area, and so we've been in the city and seen all the changes that have happened over all the years that I've been here. And I got an art degree from University of Texas.
Okay.
Which it doesn't necessarily, of course, mean that you're going to work in art. And so I ended up working with creative products, basically creative products for homes, for residential construction, and so yeah, I've been doing this for over 20 years at this point. Yeah,
that's a long time.
Yeah. When I graduated from the University of Texas, I moved to New York and worked in a gallery there for 3 years, and worked with import-export products, their antiques, and so yeah, I've had a kind of a long history of working with both old things, antiques, and new craft-made items from makers and factories. So yeah, I've been in this business for a long time.
Wow, that's amazing. And there is a question that I love to ask to everybody here. And what is your happy place? What do you think that is your happy place? Now that we're in the construction, design industry, what do you think that is your happy place?
I actually love to visit production factories. I love to visit family-owned business factory, production facilities, because usually they've grown up on their own, in their own way, and they always do things their own way, and don't often have a lot of input from outside sources. So they have, in a lot of cases, they'll have creative ways of doing production line, or they'll have their storage is something I've never seen before. But it's all very interesting to see how different companies manufacture their products.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Do you have a specific brand that you like to visit the factory that you are like, Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
Well, you know, I haven't visited too many more than once. I had the opportunity to visit a factory in Brazil where they made extruded polystyrene baseboards.
Oh wow! Wow, very specific.
Out of recycled material, and it was fascinating to see how they did that. I've recently visited one of my favorite companies, Papdeco in Poland, and they have a family-owned business where they make decorative hardware, and it's gorgeous stuff. It's very, very creative and very beautiful, and they have a artist sensibility. So that's really one of the most exciting things for me is to see an artist being able to make things for a home, something that brings. Not all art is on the wall or sculpture. Some of it is actually things you can touch every day, like the hardware.
Yeah.
So that's really fun.
All right. And if you can describe, maybe not in a word, but what is the style of your stuff? What is something that, how you can describe the product that you are selling?
I would say all the products that I sell are pretty eclectic, and they are very authentic in the way that they are, the materials and the shapes and the forms come together. They're not trying to be anything. They are just what they are. They're very very real. So a lot of the different materials and pieces just feel very authentic, I guess I would say.
Awesome. Yeah, for sure. I have seen all the catalog, and for all the designers, architects, builders that are in this industry, this is something that you have to see. I will put some pictures here during the video. I will put, of course, some shots of this place, because what is the story behind this place?
So this building it's a historic building on the national, state, and local registry. It's really an important place for Austin and Texas. It's called the Casa de Sueños, so the House of Dreams. And it was built by Genaro Briones for his wife and his mother-in-law in over a period of about 20 years from the 40s to the 60s. And he built the house. He just kept working on it. It's basically an art house.
Yeah.
And he touched every single surface with just something special. The style of the house is called trabajo rustico, and so it's a very specific technique where you mix color and tint into the concrete in order to create the colors and the shapes, and so all the moldings and the surface treatments are all, for the most part, original to the house.
Wow!
Yeah, so it's a really neat place to work, very inspiring because it feels like it's you're connected to the history and also to an artist.
And how that happened? Like what is the story that
it came to me?
You came to yeah.
Well, I was actually just looking for a bigger house for my family.
Oh wow!
On the internet, just looking through the MLS listings, and it was listed on the MLS listings, and it needed tons and tons of work because it had been empty for a while and had a lot of challenges. The roof was caved in, and there were a lot of things about the property that were really in terrible condition. But the bones of it and the main structure and a lot of the surfaces were still intact. So I bought it with my ex-husband, and we renovated it over a period of a few years, and we've owned it since 2008.
Wow.
Yeah. And so we're the second owner of the property and feel like we're stewards of the property. Yeah.
Nice. It's so beautiful. It's if you can tell us where is located your showroom. We are over 7th Street. So you have to stop by and just check it because it makes sense with all the pieces that you have that look like like jewelry pieces, and combined with all of this vibe, just everything makes sense.
Just like it does.
Just like it does. So, okay, so you know that the dynamic here is that I have some questions specifically for business owners in the construction. So that would be great to know more about the philosophy of your business and how you started that and blah, 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 blah. So, are you ready for the first one?
I'm ready.
All right, so here it is. All right.
Okay. So what challenges did you face when starting your company, and how did you overcome them?
All right,
Okay.
so that is one of the favorites. Because challenges in the construction, is something that we live every single day of our life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so this is kind of an interesting question because I had a previous business, and I had that business for 20 years, and I sold it in 2020, not related to the pandemic, but right around the beginning of the pandemic.
Got it.
And so with my new business, the challenges are very different. I was able to bring things from my previous business, certain things about it, but my concept for Studio Marchant is very different than my previous business. So in some ways, at least in the Austin area, I was able to bring all the knowledge that I gained over the 20 years that I worked on my previous business, but I am still identified very much with my previous business. And so part of my challenge is to differentiate myself from my past.
Yeah.
With creating an identity, which since I have really been trying to work more with people outside of Austin and all over the country, and so since my reach is a little bit broader, the challenge is to introduce myself to people who have never worked with me when I've worked in this industry for this point decades. And so
Yeah.
so basically creating a new identity, creating a second chapter for myself, bringing the knowledge that I have, and getting new customers and new clients that have never worked with me before, when I already have a base of customers that I have worked with before that I'm may or may not be working with again, so
Yeah. Wow. And if you can say that something that you can preserve from your previous experience having a business with what you are building right now.
Yes.
And you're building a business.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So what is that philosophy that you want to preserve, and what is even better here?
Well, previously, I was very based in a physical location, and I am bringing it more to the internet, to a wider audience, to show people basically that you don't have to go and look at things in person to be able to understand and see and consume things that are available on the market. Basically, bringing things to market that are new, bringing things that are maybe people haven't seen before, and show them in a different way, in a way that feels like a showroom experience, but not exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for me as a kitchen designer, all of your hardware is like fantastic. So it's like a paradise, because you are the only person that I have seen that you sell pieces that are authentically something that you cannot see anywhere else. And if you spend hours in the internet and you put in Google like handles or pools or whatever, you will find a lot of stuff. But at the end, just somebody that makes sure that the quality is amazing, that is like an artisan piece, is something that you cannot find. And I love that from your studio, because you are very conscious about the quality. So how do you analyze the pieces or the vendors that you are working with?
Well, that's actually one of the things I feel like is a major strength of my business, is the fact that I can look at the products and see where, if it's a certain quality, where it can fit, either it fits or it doesn't fit in my business, within a range of price, because the price is, of course, part of the conversation. Anytime you're making selections for, kitchen, bath, utility room, you might not use something nice. Powder room, you might use something nicer, things like that. And so I spent a long time looking at product, trying to find something really very unique that is actually fits in a certain price point. So there's something in every different price point to get an authentic look, something beautiful, unique, interesting, but within the budget that the client feels comfortable with. So,
yeah, absolutely.
So that was really important when I was going through making selections for things to offer to the clients.
That's amazing. I love that. Love that. Yeah, because of course you can see a lot of, again, pools and whatever, but I am in the cabinetry business, and that's amazing that you put one of these handles, and it's like just the accent that you were looking to get on that whole kitchen, and you just put a handle, and it's like, it's everything that I needed. So I love that. That's amazing. Yeah. Are you ready for the next one?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. Okay.
What do you love most about working in this business industry? Oh, well, there's a lot. I love the people that I work with. There's so many great people that are so fun and doing so many great things, and just raising the level of creativity, constantly like bringing new things, or, new ideas, new ways to put things together. I love working with people who are willing to think outside the box a little bit, try new things, not do the same thing over and over again, or people that are comfortable working outside of their own comfort zone. So if they're willing to work just a little bit out of their comfort zone, you can do some really exciting things that are really fun. And so I think it's people.
Yeah. I mean, I have like 13 years in this industry, and only 5 here in Austin, and I can't believe how many nice people I have met here. Do you have like a specific or 2 or 3 specific designers, architects, or that you love to work with or collaborate with?
Oh, well, I really love the Joe Pinelli Company. All the project managers and the management and the subcontractors, all the way from the top to the bottom, they are 100% the best. They really have. There's a lot of great people in town, but they're one of my favorites because they just really care so much about the way that they execute their projects for the clients, and they're great to work with.
That's amazing. So, yeah. Have you found like friends in the industry that, of course, maybe are not your clients, but you love to spend time with them?
Well, my best friend actually works for Mark Richardson Architects. So.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. So she. Her name is Alex Knaut, and she's worked for Paul Lamb, who is amazing, and had her own business. And so she and we talk shop all the time. We talk about. I was trying to explain to another friend of mine who's not in the industry. We were somewhere riding bikes or something. I said, "Oh, that's my favorite siding type," and she's like, why do you have a favorite siding type? Like, that is the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
That's crazy. That's a designer. Yeah.
It was those end cut logs that are put together in basically a mosaic with mortar, and it was great.
Yeah, it's great. All right. So, are you ready for the next one?
I'm ready. What's one mistake you made early on that you think others can learn from?
Okay.
I think one of the things that's come out of being in business and being an entrepreneur for so long is when you are starting. I mean, when you're bootstrapping your company and just funding it yourself, and you're not getting outside investors and have other people to worry about. You kind of just don't think about as much about being really successful. Like you think about, how do I not go out of business? How do I like not make mistakes that are going to be catastrophic? But I think not planning for success was a huge mistake. Like, I think it's important to plan for success. What do you want the success to look like? Like, if you were really successful, how many employees would you want? How many people would you want to work with?
Okay.
Would you like limit yourself, or would you try to get bigger and bigger and bigger and get as big as you possibly can? Or would you try and stay small? Would that be success? And so thinking about what success looks like for you as a small entrepreneur, as a small business, like, but what does that small business look like?
Okay.
And for me, that, for example, I wanted to do antiques I've kind of done antiques a little bit my whole career. I love old things, and so I was like, I'll just get back into antiques. But then then as I got more and more into it, I thought, well, I don't really want to do this every day, actually.
Okay.
So like there was a period in time when I was going to do antiques and full time, and then I thought, I just really, success means doing these particular repetitive tasks that I don't really like doing every day.
Okay.
Like managing certain types of people, certain types of furniture movers. Like I don't really want to manage those people all day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so, if I were to do something, if I were to be very successful, I'd be managing people like that all day, a bunch of movers, and maybe I don't want to do that. So,
what do you think that is the part that you enjoy more now that you have your studio and after all of these years of experience?
Yeah. So what I really love is being able to put something in front of a designer or architect or builder or something new that they've never seen before, that they maybe needed, they didn't know they needed, and have them fall in love with it, with whatever it is, and use it in a way that's really interesting. Or, for example, with my decking material that I sell that's from the Netherlands, it's a very interesting, different kind of material, and a lot of people have never seen anything like it. And so there's a few contractors who really love it, and they really get it, they understand what it is, and it's completely new. It's new to this market, it's new to the United States. Yep. So that is really exciting, to be able to bring something to market that is totally new.
Yeah, that is the plus that you offer that nobody else is offering. If somebody asks you what now, today, success means to you, how you will describe it? So, I think success today looks a little bit different than it would have for me maybe 5 years ago. I am really protective of my time now in a way that I wasn't before. Success means being able to spend, be completely present with my kids when I'm home, not be distracted by work when I'm home with my kids, or things like that. Like basically being, really having good boundaries around when I'm working and when I'm not working. So success feels like I have more of a work-life balance. Yeah, yeah. And also mental health is involved on that. The very last one.
Okay. Oh, how has the construction industry changed since you started, and how do you see it evolving? Wow, that's a big one.
That is a big change, probably.
Well, so, when I started in the construction industry, it was 2001, right after 9/11, that I started in my previous business. And So I didn't really even know what to expect in the construction industry in general, and it was a really rough time to start. I mean, I feel like, at least in Austin, because we don't have as much of a tradition of mentorship and unions and trades as they do in other parts of the country.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it wasn't quite as sophisticated a market as other parts of the country, because Austin has always been a government university town. Mm-hmm. And so there wasn't quite as much going on there then, and there were lots of nice projects, but the construction itself was, I mean, it was okay, but there weren't a lot of people doing really innovative things. I mean, I think it's really changed a lot now with the building science that happens. Like there are a lot of people involved in building science and making sure that they're much more careful about just how the buildings are affecting the environment.
Yeah.
And, green building, and I mean all the different kinds of ways that building impacts the earth. I think that's I don't know that people were really thinking about that back then.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we are very into that, even if a lot of buildings are still like getting built without the green mentality. Mm-hmm. But now I feel that designers or business or architects have that in mind, and they have the options to offer the clients if they are asking for that. Mm-hmm. So do you feel that that is something that you're working with clients that are asking for that?
Oh yeah, I mean, people are, I think people are a lot more conscientious about how their selections impact the earth. They're just becoming a lot more knowledgeable. Mm-hmm. I don't know that I feel like they're really making decisions based on those kinds of concerns, even though there's a lot of push that direction. But because ultimately there's a lot of comes down to money a lot of times, and the products that are more developed for those concerns are usually a lot more expensive. So
but because we are in the era of the consume new things and just like do not recycle, or because I have always felt I have like a deep love for antiques, and when you put antiques or that your stuff makes completely sense with antiques, and you put something in your house that have a different character, that has a story behind, that apport something to the story of your house, that creates another story in your property. Yeah. So and that also helps to. It's not like you're consuming, just like buying new stuff and replacing stuff. You are like giving another chance to highlight and just like bright in your place. So that's great. If you have. I also feel that there is another conscious about supporting other small business.
Oh yeah.
And not going for big industries that we don't know about all their processes and what they are impacting badly in the world. Mm-hmm. So how do you feel about your clients that they prefer your stuff versus other companies?
I mean, I feel strongly that they love to buy from real people. Mm-hmm. So exactly. And work with people that they know. They know them by name. They know about their lives. It's just supporting small businesses is definitely a really important value in Austin.
For sure.
I don't know so much in the rest of the country, but we are getting clients from the rest of the country, so they must value some of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well, now you know what is Studio Marchant, so you can, that would be great for you guys to check all the stuff that you have. And I want to close this conversation, if you can give a small or big advice to future designers or people that they want to be part of the construction industry or they want to open a business in the construction, what will be that advice?
I would say just talk to as many people as you can, and go to networking events and talk to people and figure out where you feel like your talents fit. And sometimes it might be different than what you thought. It might be different than what you imagined your path to be. You know, just gather information, talk to friends, talk to friends of friends, and just try and get a sense of where you feel like your talents fit. You know, there's a lot of room for a lot of different types in this industry, and so.
There is business for everybody.
Yes, there is.
Okay, that's amazing. Okay, so now the space is all yours. If you can share website, how people can reach you out, your social media, all your stuff, so people can check all the products that you are offering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm at studiomarchant.com, and my Instagram is also studio_marchant. You can also call us. You can email hello@Studio Marchant, and we offer trade accounts for trade professionals. So we work a lot with trade. We work with homeowners, but we mainly work with trade to try and help you develop your projects and vet out ideas. And so please get in touch, and we will work with you on any aspect of the project that you want to work on with us.
That's amazing. And just remember us, what is the address of your showroom?
The showroom is 1204 East 7th Street in Austin, and we are downtown Austin, and usually here by appointment, or if you can catch us, we're here. So
just exactly where you can see this beautiful house is where they are. All right, well, thank you so much, Laurie, for this conversation. We learned a lot, and I can't wait to see more of your handles and products and all of that, and see them installed in our beautiful.
I know. Well, I can't wait to see them on your cabinets.
Yeah, I know. For sure, I'm collaborating with Laurie, so I can't wait to see this stuff installed. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much, guys. I hope you enjoyed this conversation, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.